mess.
Hi guys, welcome in.
Hey guys.
What up? What up?
We are doing a podcast tonight. We're going to do a video review from our video that dropped Friday night from the haunted commercial hotel in Osceola, Missouri. And the owners have generously accepted our offer to come on the podcast and review some of the clips and give some feedback about what they thought on the video. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Rob and Teresa, and they are the owners of the commercial hotel. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey guys.
So if you guys want to go ahead and give your background, give your story about how you came to be the owners of the commercial hotel, we'll give you the floor.
Sure. So summer of 2009, we went on vacation as a family, my husband, myself, and our three boys. Rob has relatives here in Osceola, and so we came to stay. We came into the square and saw the commercial hotel, and it was for sale. And so we wanted to be nosy, and so we called the realtor and pretended at the time that we wanted to buy. We were interested in buying the hotel, and Danetta was nice enough to meet us here and give us a tour. And she was in need of some loving. She had not had anybody living or utilizing the hotel in quite a while. And so it was a little bit of a mess when we walked through. But as Danetta gave us the tour and was telling us about the history, we just fell in love. And so we went home from vacation and met with Rob's dad and his mom and told them that we wanted to buy the hotel. And so we made a plan, and it took long weekends. And in 2011, we moved from Northern Iowa to the historic commercial hotel with our boys. And
The rest is history.
the rest is history.
Well, we are very thankful that you did, and we enjoyed our time there when we came back in January of this year, and we put together a video of some of our investigation from there. We're going to show some clips of that tonight and kind of discuss and get your thoughts on it as well. So, you guys, Rochelle, Erin with her cat, and Tim.
This is the culprit that keeps, if I go dark, it's him getting my wires again. Poop.
All right,
I'm gonna start out with a video just so you can kind of see what the outside looks like. There she be, the old commercial hotel.
She's gorgeous, I have to tell you. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Pretty.
Beautiful.
And Teresa, you had mentioned that at one time the wall had fall out, right? Like on the side.
Yeah, we moved August 8th of 2011, and on September 8th of 2011, the southeast portion of the wall rolled out. We had guests check out that morning. I was on my way back to Northern Iowa for a visit, and Rob had taken our middle son to football practice and then went fishing, and we got some phone calls that I couldn't wrap my head around until I put my eyes on it, but it was a mess.
Wow.
I can't even imagine, honestly. I can't put myself in your shoes, like, ugh. But the good news is you were able to repair it and get her back going and back open for guests. So when did you officially open for guests to start booking?
So we didn't reopen until 2020. We continued to live here and make repairs on our own. And then during COVID, we decided just to pull the Band-Aid off. we booked through Airbnb and VRBO. And so we were able to distance ourselves. You know, we don't have to greet everybody that walks in the door. They get the code and get to their room with instructions. And so it worked out really nicely to kind of dip our toes into the water a little bit. And we just decided to stay with Airbnb and VRBO. It's worked out really well for us, and our guests seem to like it as well. So we just keep rolling with it.
Good. And you guys are open now for the season or about to?
Yeah. So I joke, tell me you live in the country without telling me you live in the country. We are open from snagging season or spoonbill season through deer season. So March 15th through November. This past year, we did keep the 2 rooms on the main floor, Sally Rand and Jesse James. We did Tom Mix. Sorry. Thank you. Tom Mix open all year round. And that worked out well. So
Good. So we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit and go into the paranormal side of it before we start showing our clips. I know you guys have had some experiences there. Rob, Teresa jokes about the big one.
I bet she does. Real funny to her.
But I am kind of curious. Did you guys notice any activity after we left? Was there anything?
Not any more than
Usual.
normal.
The usual, yeah.
I have a necklace that my son gave me for Christmas, and I wear it with a specific pair of earrings, and I always come home from work and put it in a jar in the bathroom, and then I couldn't find it. It wasn't in the jar. Took everything out of the jar, searched the bedroom, and I was getting ready for an important meeting that I really wanted to wear that necklace and earrings for. And as I was pouting to myself while I was getting ready, I looked down and they were both on top of everything in the jar. And so they took pity on me and gave it back.
Yeah.
Jokester.
Yeah. Prankster.
Little prankster. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, with that being said, I think we're going to start showing some clips of some of our captures from there. Eric, what do we have first?
First is after we got everything set up and we sat down in the parlor and we were introducing ourselves.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play that.
Anybody in here that wants to come in and communicate?
We didn't introduce ourselves.
We're going to take a moment to all introduce ourselves. My name's Laura.
I'm Tim.
I'm Eric.
I'm Rochelle.
I'm Aaron. And we come tonight to try to talk to you, communicate with you. We don't mean any harm. We don't mean any disrespect. We appreciate you letting us share your space with us. If there's anybody here that would like to tell us their story, here's your chance. We would love to hear it. Okay.
So that's okay. I'm taking it.
We brought all of these lights and all the balls, all these little toys on the floor. That's all to help communicate with you, because we can't always see you and we can't always hear you. So this just helps us with that. So what I find interesting about that clip is the tripwire never went off anymore in that room for us. The rest of the time we spent in there.
Yeah, I don't think it went off the whole rest of the night anywhere.
It was not a super useful tool. So it was almost like they were like, okay, we hear you. We see you. We're recognizing you. Let's do this. What do you guys think? Aaron, Rochelle, Tim?
I agree. The tripwire was definitely not a helpful tool that night. I feel like we definitely had more activity, especially Estes method. That seemed to be our
Go-to.
very, very go-to. There was definitely a story to tell there.
Right.
Well, the REM pods were very active.
That's true.
Like kind of all night, which, and they don't always do that.
No.
Sometimes they'll never go off, but they were pretty active. So.
Well, and then some places we go, the tripwire goes off and the REM pods don't go off. So.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, it's so
It's a
true.
guessing game. It's a guessing game.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Rochelle,
it just also depends on what they like.
Yes.
What do you think, Rochelle?
The REM pods, obviously, I think were probably the most active. I think amongst all of us, it was more of what we were feeling and maybe seeing with our own eyes.
That's the
That
best
night.
tool right there. Your
Mhm.
body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What's our next clip, Eric?
So after we did that, Erin went up to the Jesse James suite by herself for a solo. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that.
All right, I'm gonna take this device out. This is called Sensitive Sally. I'll put this in here. You are welcome to play with that, touch it, light it up. If it wants to work. Okay, there we go. This is the place you came to meet up with your lady friends. Okay, if I sit on the bed. I heard that you like to come here and meet up with the ladies. Yeah, and then you would sneak out of that window. Uh-huh. All right.
So I have to ask real quick, how does it make you guys feel sitting in that room knowing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
It's okay.
it was quite a strange feeling in there because I didn't feel like I was alone when I was in there, and I felt like there was a male with me,
Mhm.
and but that was interesting because Sensitive Sally went off quite a few times. You know, that wasn't the only time. There was a few times that it had gone off, but I definitely didn't feel alone. But it was a strange feeling. I was also extremely cold, so everybody else was comfortable except me. I was freezing. And so I'm like trying to get warm, but you know, I didn't want my hat covering my ears because I wanted to hear, because I don't know, in the beginning of that clip, you could almost hear somebody say something. And I didn't notice that or hear that until just now. And so I was like,
Rewatching.
oh, that's interesting.
Well, but we were also like right down below you too, so it could have been.
Well,
one
that
of
is
us.
true. Yeah, and I did actually think that, but it, you know, listening to it again, it actually sounded a little different than the first time I had heard
The
it.
first time?
Could have been.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't make anything of it, but then just listening to that now, I was like, that was right before the Sensitive Sally went off. So.
Well, and that particular piece of equipment, like we had it in that bathroom for quite some time, and
Yeah.
for us to set it off, we had to walk in
front of
completely
it.
in front of the door.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and
that-
you obviously
that-
seen Aaron was on the bed, so nobody
Yeah.
walked in front of that door.
No.
No, and that particular, we call it Sensitive Sally because literally you walk in front of the door and the thing is like, you know,
Yeah.
but it also can never ever go off either.
Yeah,
And then
that's
we
true.
had locations where we put it in somewhere and shut the door. So even if we're walking by, it still couldn't go off and it'll go off. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a great, that's a great REM pod. Kitty, ow, sorry.
Well, and we had it in the bathroom of the
That's
Sally Rand suite also.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
You,
we
you
had
put
the
it in the
door.
tub.
The door closed and we let it
Yeah.
all go off in the tub.
Yeah.
It was in the tub.
Uh-huh. Someone's in the bathtub. All right. So
somebody
we thought that
barking.
was neat. What
My animals are on one tonight, so
Hey, the full moon's over, so.
that's right.
yeah.
What do we have next, Eric?
All right. Speaking of the Sally Rand room, here's some interesting clips that we caught with our EVP recorder when nobody was in there. I think we were outside taking pictures or
Taking
something
pictures.
during this time. So I mean, it was early in the evening. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that first one sounds just like a Zippo lighter. You know what I mean? Like you would.
Click and then spark.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I hear. So I caught that on the evidence review. I'm like, is that a lighter? Like, what is going on with that? That's what I heard. I'm welcome to any other suggestions on what that would have been. And then the EVPs with the yes, and then the quit. We weren't in that. Obviously, you saw no one was in the room. The door was closed.
Well, you could hear our footsteps walking around. We were still setting up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So we thought those were some kind of neat captures when no one was in that room.
Yeah.
That room has been the most active in the 4 years that we've had this building. That room has been the most active. I mean, we had a guest give us that recording. I don't know if you guys ever come across it. The organ recording in the middle of the night, 2:30 morning.
Yeah.
That come out of that room. They could hear it in the bathroom. That's where my incident happened. I'm not too fond of the room, but
so we've heard.
we all made it out of there. That's all that matters. So, yeah,
Well,
but yeah, that's the one. And that room, when we bought the building, that room hasn't really changed a whole lot. That's kind of how that room looked when we purchased the building. It was pretty much the only nice room in the whole building.
In the whole place.
Right.
So all we did is throw a little bit of paint on the wall. The bathroom was already done and everything. So the least amount of our construction activity was in that room. So, and it just, I don't know, it just.
Nice.
And that kid's dress was in the closet when you all bought it, or did you bring that in?
No, I think I brought that.
Yeah, that come in that chest. The chest in there.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought.
That and all those belongings hanging on the wall come out of that chest.
Okay. Well, I was going to say that kind of pairs nicely with, I think, our next clip, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Eric?
that's why I kind of mentioned that right then. So yeah, we're in Sally's room here, and we're just trying to figure everything out. So
like I've got the strong smell of wood.
Again?
Yeah, like that's.
I think it's
I'm
a pile of dead in the
coughing
fire. Okay.
I do too.
about. Like really bad coffee, like coffee.
Do we know if anybody was in the fire?
I asked her.
And she didn't know.
See, but what would have them bones have been down in the basement?
Uh-huh.
That's
Did you die in the fire?
What would that have been? Somebody covering up a murder? Or,
Yes.
that could have
That's
been
possible
too.
Because that back room. She
Or
said was the poker room.
It could have predated. Oh,
Okay.
so the poker room was cracking off, huh?
Thank you. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out the story. Yeah, so it could have been multiple things there because we were coming up with different suggestions, but we finally got a response. And that was, we laid that dress on the bed and put that, the ball on top of it. And finally we got a response.
And that room too is, it's not scary, but I had some weird vibes in that room. And I started getting super irritated for zero reason. And had to excuse myself and go in the hallway because I don't understand why I was getting so irritated, but there was just, I felt a little oppressed. Maybe that was just some of the way that some women were treated back in the day. I'm not sure, but I just remember getting really irritated for zero reason in there. And I still don't know why. Because as soon as I left, I was fine. So it was kind of a weird vibe in there.
Well, even Rochelle, you can kind of speak to this. She grabbed out her bag of tricks and had the toys and the book and the what was it? The stuffed animals.
I had stuffed animals, books, just all kid stuff, just because.
Yeah.
Trying
to make contact.
Yeah.
Doing the motherly thing.
And the REM pod went off on the bed while you were getting all that stuff out, or shortly afterwards. I remember.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, we didn't even know we caught that, what sounded like the kid jumping on the bed until later on. So it all kind of lines up with what everybody was feeling and the responses we were getting.
For sure.
And if I remember right, and I think you told me that you guys, we lost this video clip, or maybe it didn't take. I don't know. But when I was reading the book, weren't we getting quite a bit of activity with that children's book?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely be attached to that dress that was hanging there that we brought out. So something
Right.
led us to that, to get that dress out in the closet anyway. Like we heard a noise over there and we're like, oh, what's this? And
Yeah.
we're like, oh, this is
That's
pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we heard like was it a cough or something from that
Something.
closet?
Yeah, like a scratching or
Yeah.
almost something. Yeah.
And we know that the
Yeah.
refrigerator was in the closet, but it did not sound like that at all.
No.
No, I mean, it
No.
wasn't the refrigerator kicking on or whatever.
No.
No. Yeah, because we did a couple experiments, I think, to see if
To
we
try
could
to debunk
recreate
it,
that
yeah.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we couldn't.
But
yeah.
it was like like somebody clearing their throat or
Yeah, yeah.
Like over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Eric.
See,
What's,
no.
Don't we have another one from Sally?
No, I didn't include
Okay.
that one. That was just us singing "Ring Around the Rosie," and then I fell down. And I went off. It was like they were laughing at me or whatever. Yeah.
We laugh at you a lot. It's
Right.
okay. And the spirits do too.
But then, like around that same time, like me and Tim both felt like something was kind of messing with us. Like something was messing with my beard, and you said something, but I can't remember what it was.
I think my
Tim.
hair got pulled.
Yeah, I remember it was something.
Yeah.
So, anyways, after that, I think we left and we went to dinner. And then when we got back, we went to the Jesse James room. Well, actually, no. Laura, Aaron, and Rochelle, I think, stayed in the dam room.
The damn room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Rob, Teresa, you want to tell us about that room?
Sure. So the dam room used to be 2 rooms, which Rob took a wall out and made it one larger room. But everything in the dam room is just memorabilia from the dam that was behind the hotel. One of my favorite pieces that's in there is the bamboo pole that we found in the dirt rooms in the basement when Rob was putting up insulation. But yeah.
It just back in the day before Truman Dam come in, there was a dam out back here that blocked up the Osage River, the Sac Osage. And once they built the dam over in Warsaw, they poured it out. And the history just had a lot of history. Spoonbill, this area is big on the spoonbill, and it just kind of stopped their migration. So it was like shooting fish in the barrel there. And then there's postcards and videos and everything, or pictures of, just the dam lined up with people. And it's just kind of, made it a tourist point. And when the Truman took it out, to this day, we still hear about, we wish we had our dam and all that good stuff back. So we just kind of made like a memorial room to the dam and for the community to the dam. And kind of went with that.
I love that. Yeah.
There's also a lot of fishing history that comes along with that town. That giant catfish is.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. That's on display. When you go see it, you'll have to check that out. It's kind of amazing to see.
Yeah. So we were all in the dam room, and something weird happened with Laura and her eye. If you want to tell that story.
So we were just sitting there in the dark, and I felt something like flutter in my ear, and I'm like, what is that? And when I turned my head, then I felt like almost a drop on my eyelash. And then I turned my head to the right where Tim was, and he thought he saw nothing but red in my eye. So it kind of freaked me out a little bit. And that's when I had him turn the lights on. I'm like, what is wrong? What's going on? And there was nothing there. So then the guys decided that the 2 of them would go down to the Jesse James suite and leave us ladies there in the dam room.
And we started doing a spirit box session. What happened in the dam room?
She didn't.
She didn't.
One.
Was that blood that Tim saw in there? Jesus. Was that the blood of Jesus?
But she didn't want Jesus. No. You.
It feels weird in here.
Dude, something's wrong in here.
Yeah, I just got the complete body chill. It is freezing. James. Oh, sorry. Is that Frank or Jesse? Dude, I am freezing.
My hair's standing up. It's stable. The horse was stable.
Stable the horse right outside the window, didn't you? So you can make an escape.
all the time.
Yep. What happened in the damn room?
They're black. Dude, it kept
Yeah,
me
well.
off on the bed.
Thank you.
I would have taken down over here twice. And it shut it off. I'm quiet.
Can you tell me who's setting the ball up on the bed, please?
Dude, it's cold.
Said Jesse.
Say Derek.
Derek. Thank you for setting that off on the bed. I appreciate that. So yeah,
I gotta tell you, there's a lot of really interesting orbs in that room.
Very
More
much so.
than the other rooms.
and that's what everyone was saying during the live chat on YouTube when we played it. They were very interested in that bathroom and all of the interesting orbs in that room.
Behind you guys, behind you.
Yeah.
Which is not what you want to hear on an investigation, especially when you're doing a solo. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah.
So interesting that we you know, I think we, or the guys, maybe got in contact with some female folks there in that room.
Yeah. After that, yeah, they were getting a little spicy.
She was definitely intrigued by the tips left on the bed.
Hey.
So yeah, me trying to spice it up even more. Yeah, I got some money out and I put it down on the bed at one point, and but yeah, so
Money is a good trigger object, I'm telling you.
yeah, that led up to this one, I think. Can I go sit on the bed with you?
Are you getting closer? Did you do that?
I think so.
Family.
Did I say family?
I thought I heard family.
Laminate? I did not do
Not
that.
do that. This one does.
You like Eric on the bed, huh? Stay?
Yep.
Stay?
Alright. I'm not going nowhere. I left out a lot of it, but
Wait, condensed version.
yeah.
There's some ladies that like the guy on the bed and the cash in hand.
She definitely was more active before Laura came in. When Laura came in, she was not too happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did not want me in there with her men. Which is fine. I don't mind sharing. It's okay.
Yeah, and at one point, I guess I called her baby, and
Oh, you did multiple times.
Laura didn't care for that too much.
I'm like, why are you calling spirits baby?
I said, hey, I'm playing a role. I'm playing a role here. I'm in character.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, we had a really good time in there. I think there was some really good Estes methods, some Estes sessions that came out of there. And I think that's leading up to probably our next clips.
Well, before that though, this is where we first got introduced to Miss Birdie. That
Yes.
was when I wasn't in there. It was Tim, Rochelle, and I don't think Aaron and Laura were in there either. I think
we were either.
I think it was just Tim and Rochelle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play that.
Birdie.
No. It's me?
It's hanging out. It's like in the yellow.
And that was like a small voice.
Is your name Birdie?
Is your name Birdie?
Miss Birdie, did you work down in the kitchen? The girl.
Okay.
Did you work down in the kitchen, Miss Birdie?
I actually heard restaurant this time around, listening to that again. Restaurant.
Everybody wants the restaurant.
Yes. Yes.
Those biscuits.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Oh yeah,
The birdie
I
biscuits.
remember
We
that.
want them.
Yes.
You're going to find that recipe, Teresa. One day you're going to be like, there it is. I've been
Yes.
searching high and low. So yeah,
Yeah.
interesting that they picked up on her, and we
Mhm.
continued later on with her as well.
Yeah, very cool.
Do we have
Yeah.
any more?
Yeah, I think we left and we investigated somewhere else, and then we decided that we were gonna do a double Estes with Aaron on the bed and Rochelle on the
Yes.
couch or on the floor. She ended up on the floor for some reason.
Because her
Well,
SB7
because-
died. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then I had
that's
to walk
right.
out of the room, and that's when I thought somebody followed me, and I thought it was
Yes.
Teresa.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Yes.
So basically, I'm not gonna play all that. It was a lot, but we got some really good responses from that. I think we got Jesse or James, and they're riding in and they're shooting, and
Yes.
I thought that was kind of cool. So basically,
Yeah,
this
that
clip
was-
here. Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that was one of the best, I think, Essie's session that we've had as far as very clear, direct answers. It was a really neat session.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
There were
Yeah.
several in there talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I thought it was
Yeah.
cool that Aaron and I were getting responses almost simultaneously. It's not like
Yeah.
2-3
Yes.
minutes away. We were both answering at the same time.
Yeah.
Just different answers.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
it was very fluid, like carrying on a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was, and you could tell they were both talking to different people because
Yes.
the spirit Aaron was talking to was I don't know how to explain it. I mean, saying some crazy things. Let's just
She's
put
a
it
little
that
busy.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just say naughty. Let's put
Naughty,
it that way.
yes.
Yeah. It was very interesting.
And then I really think having Teresa in there sparked some of that too. Bringing her in as in the investigation.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, this clip I'm gonna play, it basically just like sums up the Estes session. This is what we got from it.
Yeah, like the words he's like.
I don't like it here.
Oh well.
That must be Birdie.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say.
were you talking to Bertie?
Yeah.
Because whoever this
I was.
Okay.
is having a really
I got a
good
visual.
So
Oh, Birdie,
Uh-huh.
yeah, coming through.
Uh-huh.
She said she was in the basement. She wasn't allowed up here.
come out.
we're gonna have to go down and visit her later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a visual.
Of
I
what she
can't
looks
draw.
like.
We're
Sorry,
gonna go talk to her later.
but I have a visual.
We all had a visual of Birdie.
And I think it was pretty close to the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, the way she came through, I mean, it was very
Yeah.
strong and it was really cool.
She's prominent. I for sure think she's one of the main
Yeah.
entities there.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And I like Teresa how you think you feel like Birdie's there as well.
Yeah, it was nice to have a name to put with the feeling I have of the hotel. I've always referred to it as she,
Mhm.
and so
Yeah.
it was nice to have a name to go with it. So that's
Yes, and I do think Birdie's a nickname for sure. That's not her real
Yeah,
name. I
I
just
was
think
going to say that too, but it could be Bernice. It could be,
Yes.
or it just
Right.
could be Bertie's Birdie.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think after that we move on to the basement then.
Before we got there, like the activity at one point kind of went to a standstill. So Timothy, I think, suggested that Teresa give the spirits permission to talk again.
Yes, you're right.
And so I'm going to play that clip. She got like an immediate response as soon as she started giving him permission.
Are you guys afraid you're gonna upset Teresa because she told you to play nice? You might have to tell them again, Teresa.
This is your time. You can touch the toys and let us know who you
Nice.
are
Yep, he's responding to you.
and how, and if you like it here.
But you have to be respectful.
Yes, please be respectful.
That is pretty neat. I like that. So they definitely listen to you, Teresa.
it cracks me up. We have the most obedient spirits.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll find a loophole where they can, but for the most part, they uphold our agreement, so that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mutual respect.
Yes.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
So I think after this is when we go to the basement and try to contact Birdie some more.
Yep. And I believe we'd established like a yes/no pattern with
We
the
did.
REM pod.
Yep.
Yeah, we did. So we asked for answers on the REM pod, with the beeps. So it was 1 beep for yes and 2 beeps for no, if what we were saying was accurate.
Why do I get the vibe that something's silencing Birdie?
Just want her to talk.
Nope.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you need to let her
Oh,
come.
wow.
You need to let her come through and talk to us. You have absolutely
so
no
sad.
power over her
It is
anymore.
so sad. You need to let Miss Birdie go.
No power over her.
You need to let Birdie be. We will listen to you also, out of respect, but we want you to let her speak with us also. Fair enough?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. That's what I said. Under.
See, we just have to be nice to each other. That's all you have to do.
Kindness goes a long way.
You know, I'll get along just fine. But we want to hear from Birdie.
We want to hear all your voices, not just one person. We do. Everybody has permission to talk tonight.
Equal time.
Yep. We're just trying to hear Miss Birdie's story because she spoke to us upstairs.
She wanted us to come down here and talk to her, so that's what we're trying to do. Can you let her through, please?
Tiny woman. Tiny? She's tiny. She's not a very big woman.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. She has an apron on. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Mm-hmm.
Birdie, did you make the biscuits that everybody talked about? Because I still hear about the biscuits.
So yes.
Birdie biscuits. That's what I'm talking
That's where it's at.
about.
We've heard about your biscuits.
I have to. I love that. Just the direct, like, yes.
Mhm.
So
Right.
Birdie Biscuits is the go-to going forward.
Yeah. God, I bet those are so good. Ugh.
I know. We've thought about Birdie Biscuits multiple times since we left
You're
there.
right. I'm starving now, of course, thinking about biscuits and gravy, but yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, and then I think we have one more clip from the basement, I think.
Yes. The backstory on that, I think it's just a continuation of us talking to Birdie, I believe. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
He was thinking about biscuits.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think this was, I think Teresa actually got the chills on this one. So we're going to watch this.
Birdie, Miss Teresa owns the property now. She said you can be free.
Yeah. And she'd like your biscuit recipe.
Yeah.
I
Maybe-
would too, Birdie.
Maybe you could show her how to make them sometime in her kitchen.
I'm gonna need that biscuit recipe. Very gingerly, Birdie. But I own the land now, Birdie. And if I own the land, he has no control. You're free. You can speak, you can move freely through the hotel or anywhere you want to go. Perhaps another time. Okay.
Yeah, take your time. There's no hurry. Enter?
Letter.
Is there a letter hiding someplace that has your biscuit recipe?
Oh, yeah.
I'm digging for this recipe.
Wouldn't that be interesting? You find it in
That
the
would be
wall
so
somewhere.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
But I think Lynette saw you when she owned the hotel.
Did you try to speak to Lynette?
beside you.
Ah,
Hmm.
oh, I got shivers.
Oh yeah.
So you do remember Lynette, huh?
Was she kind to you?
She was the reason.
She said, "Oh, I got the shivers."
Yeah,
Sometimes
that
Really cool.
Go ahead.
was a really cool experience.
In the basement, yeah.
Yeah.
We're glad we could do that for you too. Like, just to give you some of that validation. Like this, this is your home, and just to feel that is on a next level. Like, okay, I feel better now. Like, yeah, I get that. I understand that.
Definitely. No, I was very grateful for that, for sure. We had always been a little nervous letting people in. We started getting phone calls from the start of people that wanted to come and check out the hotel and try to make contact. And we were a little protective of it and a little nervous. Didn't want anything to get too out of hand. So I was really grateful that you invited me to come along with you for part of the night. I was a little nervous because I'm a Chicken Little. I'm so glad that I did, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, and when we come back, you're gonna be part of it again too. So just be ready. We love when we have the owners join us. It really is. It's a good feeling for us as a team. So we can share that experience with you. I mean, I think if the rest of the guys agree with that,
100%.
Absolutely. Yep.
And plus, it gives you an insight of what we're doing. So
yeah,
we don't want to be the mysterious and be like, what are they doing now? Which we'll get to in a second. Because good grief.
My favorite clip.
God.
It's all of our favorite clip. Trust me.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
It
is.
is not mine.
It was definitely the star of the show.
Oh,
But before the bed incident, Teresa being a Chicken Little, I threw a little funny one of her in there too. Like down in New Orleans and that area, there's a ton of French. So they could have come up the river and then.
But the dude was very vicious with the woman.
Yeah.
Because her business was stinky.
Oh, right behind you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
At the end, he was very vulgar about her. Because he told her it was stinky.
Yeah, literally,
Right,
like, all you have to do is just bump that and it goes on.
She didn't bump it though.
No, nobody touched it. I was just telling her. Plus, it's in a holder.
Yeah.
Usually it just sits like there, but and it would roll around a little more. But
Now
the
you
holder
get to see what happens when they touch something.
literally has to be tapped.
So that's really.
Oh my God.
What happened, dude?
Oh, we're still on the middle.
What did you broke it?
It's on camera.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
Okay, so I have to ask, did you guys hear that happen?
No.
I don't see how. I was out in the hallway and it was so freaking loud.
Oh my God.
And then, like, just the look on her face, like, I was dying. Like, I was dying rolling. And Erin was, like, trying to come over and sit down, too. She's like, no.
No, she didn't know what to do, so she just leaned on it.
I like the door. And Erin,
I was laughing.
looking in the door.
Favorite part.
I know.
I like how I went from, oh, no, you broke it, to, haha, it's on camera.
Yeah, I know.
Like he literally opened the door like, huh?
Well,
my God.
again, we apologize. I apologize.
I knew when you said the message in the morning. I'm like, I knew that you weren't like in there jumping up and down on the bed. You know what I mean? Like I knew there was something crazy going on. I just felt awful that it had happened, and so
I was like, there's no
now I just
WWE.
thank you for breaking the bed because it's a great laugh when you're having a bad day. We just go back and look.
Yep, pull up the video. Yeah.
I am so glad I could provide that for you.
I think we laughed for like an hour after that. We just could not control
I
ourselves.
think the best though was the last location we went to. She went to sit on the bed again, and it creaked. And Eric goes,
I was like, no.
"Did you learn the lesson the first time?"
No more beds. No more beds.
Oh my God.
Fantastic. So, with that being said, we are so thankful that you guys let us come and spend the evening here.
And then you're going to let us come back.
Yeah. And you're still talking to us after that.
Yeah.
We get to come back, and is it November? I think, yeah, November. So part 2 to be continued. I promise I won't sit on any beds. not doing it this time. I can't take the chances. But we are excited to come back and figure out, get some more of the story, see if there's any pieces that were left out, maybe explore some of the other side of the hotel that we really didn't get. We didn't spend a lot of time in. And just kind of see what happens, see if they remember us and if there's more of the story.
We're really excited to have you back. So,
and we're we're hoping that it's not as cold, but you never know with November. So either way, we'll be ready. We we got the heated vest and the heated coats and the we'll be ready.
A snowsuit, right, Aaron?
I was gonna say I'll have my snowsuit ready. Hey.
Swish, 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 swish.
I was trying not to move too much because I didn't want them to be like, "Shut up." But still, that was a great night. Great night.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was. We couldn't have asked for a better night. Well, I could have without the bed.
Well, we had a little bit of everything. We had paranormal activity. We had dogs. We had dogs.
Dogs make everything better.
Yep.
We had comedy. We had
great hosts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So generous and not mean about the whole bed thing. And I'm so glad you guys find the humor in it. So I was willing to pay for it. I did not care. I was like, oh my God, I have to pay this. Because if what you didn't see in that clip was I was like, maybe we could fix it. I don't know what to do. I have a screwdriver.
And what I said, no, RIP to it. It's dead.
So, thank you, Rob and Teresa. Thank you for hosting us that night. Thank you for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate both of you, and we appreciate the hotel and everything that you've done. Guys, anything else you want to tell Rob and Teresa before we let them go and enjoy the rest of their night?
I'm excited to come back.
I'm really excited to come back. It's a very great place. Anybody out there watching, even aside from the paranormal, you've got to go stay here. Take a girl trip there. I mean, it's got rooms for a whole bunch of girls. Go have a great time. It's a wonderful place.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I always say we, but it's he's done all the work. I take all the credit, but
that's the way a marriage works. That's okay.
Well, isn't there always a great woman behind a great man?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. Keep them motivated one way or another.
I know that's right.
All right. Well, we thank you again, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we will let you have the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All righty. So, Laura, Aaron, Rochelle, Tim, y'all want to talk about what we have coming up and what our plans are?
Sure. So we have Lafayette Row coming on April 5th, and this will be our return. Aaron, you didn't get to join us the first time. You were out of town. So this will be Aaron's first time. Interesting location in an interesting part of St. Joe.
And Tim's first time. Rochelle, have you ever been there?
No.
Oh, okay. So, all right, good. I love that. I'll let you guys just do your own thing then and see what you kind of pick up and feel about this place because it's definitely interesting.
It'll be very interesting. I mean, yeah, I'm excited about it. At least we're all
Scott,
strapped though.
Yeah, I know you got to stay strapped. But each part of it feels a little different.
For sure.
It's like a strip mall, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
two conjoining buildings, but
Yes.
you have to go like downstairs in the basement and up steps to get to the other building. You can't just like walk on over.
Wow.
No. And it was an old chiropractor's office at one time too. Wasn't it a chiropractor?
Chiropractor.
Yes.
There was
Old
it's
radio
been
station.
multiple things.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a hot tub in a closet. I mean,
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And the room is the red room. And once again, I had an experience on the bed where something was enticing me. It seems to happen everywhere we go. Why is this?
This is how you doing?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, that will be that's in a couple weeks. We'll go live from there and give everybody a little sneak peek of what's going on. And then in May, we go to Malvern Manor.
Our return to Malvern.
Ooh.
Super excited for that one. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So that'll be cool.
Yay.
Now,
Yay.
Can't wait.
now, Tim, I know you've never been to Malvern. Rochelle, have you been to Malvern? Yeah.
Good. Return to Malvern.
What'd you think of it?
Very different vibe than what I was given, but I always go in with a different frame of mind.
Right.
You know, it's got a pretty dark given vibe. I didn't quite find that, but the activity was phenomenal, especially when you're down on that bottom floor. It was probably about 4:00 in the morning. We could hear all the commotion upstairs, walking around the whole shebang. So it was very cool. It's just a very cool place.
It really
There's
is.
a lot of spirits there.
A lot of layers. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
Curious to go
Very
back and visit
excited.
Hank. I might sing some more Alabama. You never know.
We have to.
Yeah. Hank's a perv.
We got to bring our song back.
That's right. Bringing it back.
Yes.
Maybe I'll print off some pictures for old Hank this time.
Oh, Stormy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little XXX pictures.
Just you leave them in there.
Well,
So
we got to. Yeah, we got to get definitely Laura to put the shirt back on and see what he thinks this time.
Yeah, we'll try to recreate.
Well, that was his clothes are in his room, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, still in the dresser, and I mean, they just up and left. They up and made him leave.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Now, were there still a lot of the medical files and stuff there when you guys went?
There was some, but I don't think there was many.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think Josh has kind of tried to go through a lot of them to try to get backstories on all the rooms and all the
Patients.
Right.
that used to live there. So,
Right.
which Josh is awesome. We really like Josh.
We love Josh.
He's very cool.
So yeah, Melbourne Manor, May, and then in June we travel to Edinburgh Manor. So I've never been there. I know
That's a big one.
Yeah. Aaron and Rochelle, you've both been there, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then Tim won't be with us on that one. He's gonna have other activities going on. But those are the
playing vacation.
and that's all right. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, everybody needs a vacation.
That's right.
That's gonna be a week on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
With an umbrella drink.
Yep. You already know.
Heck
So yeah, that's our next 3 months.
Yay.
It's gonna be busy.
Yeah.
And then we just went through Cheney.
Oh yeah.
We did. We just went through Cheney.
Yeah.
Aaron couldn't make that
You guys
one.
did. No.
She had family stuff
No.
going on.
Yeah.
It was an interesting experience.
It's always a good time. Roger, it's good to see Roger. He's great guy. We like Roger a lot.
That's cool.
We
And
got
what
to
a beautiful place. I know that we say that about
yeah.
Golly, what a beautiful place.
Oh, it is.
It was really cool.
It is gorgeous.
And
So
we got
how
to
was the basement this time?
It was active, but not as
Not as active.
Not as right. Yeah.
But we still got
that's
some
cool.
we still got some music box action,
Cat ball,
cat ball,
Oh,
tripwire.
tripwire.
The tripwire went off
Good.
all the way down, and right before that, we heard like a pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was loud.
Like it was
Yeah.
almost like something was
Wow.
shorting out, and
Yeah.
then
It was
boom,
like an
all-
electrical kind of poof.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
that
because
was
it got both
different.
Eric's and I attention. Like we were
we're like,
on
what?
point. Like, oh,
What the hell?
something's getting ready to burn.
Wow.
Let's not burn.
That's interesting. That's a cool place. Very cool.
And then the bank vault was pretty active again, but not in the vault this
Oh.
time.
Outside. Yeah.
It was
Outside of it.
outside
Oh,
the
okay.
vault.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. That's
Laura
awesome.
captured a very cool image on that as well.
Yeah, I sent that to Roger, and he said he was going to try to recreate that. And I haven't heard back from him yet, but he did think that that was a good catch. So I'll follow up with him and
Interesting.
see if he was able to recreate
Yeah.
that face in the window.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it was
That'd be cool.
so weird. And like at first I thought it was a reflection of Tim, but then we
Right.
went back and he was like sitting in the corner of that room. So there's no way he could have been.
Rochelle was
Right.
sitting across from me in the other corner of the room, so I mean we weren't even up yet.
No.
Yeah, it was like that hallway
Oh.
leading to the bank vault, and we were in like the
Oh,
parlor.
cool.
And yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
It appears to me that it's something from the outside looking in.
Or it's the reflection of someone looking out in the
Yeah, I
window.
guess it could be that too.
Very-
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought the same thing as you, Rochelle. Outside looking in.
Uh-huh.
See, the more I looked at it, I definitely feel like it's someone looking out the window. It's just the reflection off of him.
Okay.
But we'll see what he says when he gets back with me. So we'll see.
Cool.
And if he can't recreate it, then I'll definitely put it out there and be like, look at this. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. That's so cool. Well,
So, yeah.
thanks guys for doing this tonight.
yeah. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
And
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Can't wait
See
till
you guys.
the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in a couple
we'll be there
weeks.
soon.
Yeah,
For
Aaron's,
sure.
you're gonna have to get back in it. It's been a long time.
I know.
Since-
God, like
since
the last
January.
3 times I haven't been able to go. I know, it's so crazy. I've been really jonesing for it. But now we've got the Lafayette roll, but I'm really excited for Malvern again because just like with the prison, Missouri State Prison, it's like the first time you just don't know what to expect. And now I just feel like I can go in a little more at ease to Malvern. And,
Exactly.
and have just a little bit of a different experience, just like we did with the prison. It was much relaxed and much better. I felt like communication because maybe I wasn't so guarded, if that makes sense.
Right. Right.
Well, that and you're rushing because you're trying to see every little thing. you know?
Yeah. And then Malvern, I just felt very on edge. Again, there's sort of pre-positioned stories you hear. And so, of course, now that you've had your own experience, you can go in and have a completely different experience and more, again, relaxed. And so I'm excited.
Yeah, like the story about the Shadow Man hallway and where he'll like almost run after you and follow you into the kitchen, but he won't ever enter the kitchen.
Yeah. And I thank God we didn't experience that the first time. Maybe we will this time, but I'm like,
I know, but just like exiting that area, you're just kind of uneasy.
Yeah.
Like, is he
Like,
coming? Is he
yeah.
coming?
When you're a kid and you turn the lights off and you take off running,
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Like
what
that.
made me think of. Haul ass down that hallway.
Yeah. But then that happened to me and Tim. I think it was you, Tim, that was with me in the prison, and kind of nothing was happening. And at the very end, it's like something.
They ran right by you.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was audibly loud, and
And you could kind of like the wind off of it. Even it made that noise. Too.
And that was so unexpected and so freaky that I was like, I felt fine until that moment. And then I was like, yeah, it's time to go. And so that's kind of the feeling with the Malvern Manor, something like that happens. You're like, oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah. But,
For sure.
All right, guys.
All right.
I got a meeting now.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Good seeing you guys. And
All
we
right.
will see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Sounds
Shout
good.
out,
Awesome.
shout out Rob and
Sounds
Teresa
good.
one more time for joining us. We
Yes.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thanks, guys.
And anybody
Bye,
watching,
everybody.
if you get a chance, go to Commercial Inn or Commercial
Yes.
Hotel.
Commercial Hotel,
Definitely.
Osceola, Missouri.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.
All
Bye.
right. Have a good night, everybody.
Oh, Laura's out.
She's out.
She
Where's
got
out?
She got out quick.
I can't get out. Okay. Well,